Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Adrian and welcome back to my channel. This episode is going to be an installation of a very simple accessory for your Tesla Model 3, a rear spoiler. This is sent to me by Tesstudio. This is a real carbon fiber spoiler, not an ABS plastic. Let me show you. I'll give you a closer look once it's installed. It's very simple, it's very easy. You could do it yourself in your garage with some very simple tools. Simply just your hand, some alcohol, some adhesion promoter, and this. And so let's go ahead and some tape measure. So I'll go ahead and show you how simple it is. The very first step naturally is to clean up the surface where we're going to install the rear spoiler with some alcohol and then apply the adhesion promoter. So let's go. Naturally, you need a microfiber towel and some alcohol. As soon as it's clean, you're just gonna let it dry for a few minutes, and then we apply the adhesion promoter, and then we go ahead and peel this adhesive. These are basically heavy-duty 3M tapes that we're gonna go ahead and use to install this, but we're gonna need to do some dry fitting as well. So we wanna make sure that we perfectly center it. That way it looks perfect. So let's go ahead and show you that. So as you can see, I still have the adhesive tape over here. I'm not gonna peel it off until I'm ready to go ahead and install this, because we have one shot at it. Once it's peeled off and you push it in, you have one shot, so we need to do a little measuring. Fits just like this. We're just dry fitting it right now. I'm gonna move the camera a little bit here. Make sure it's centered. And to do that, we're gonna need a measuring tape. We're basically gonna measure this portion to make sure it's equal to this portion right here. And we do that with a measuring tape to show you. That's about 5.5 inches. And then we measure the other side. And then you just kind of move it around, really. Okay. This one says 5, so we have to kind of move it around to make sure it's about 5.25 on each side. So you just have to move it a little bit. And as soon as we figure out the perfect spot, okay, that's 5.5 on this side. All right, so that's perfect right there. Measuring it for the third time. Boom. Boom. All right, so now that we dry fit it and it's perfectly centered, we're gonna go ahead and put the markers on the side tape. So I'm using this tape. It's just a red tape that I'm gonna use as a marker so I know where to position it, just like that. Very easy. And then I'll do the other one on the other side. Easy peasy. Let me take you to this side. Whew, this is fun. Again, you just have to be careful and precise as far as keeping it centered, and then we're gonna go ahead and take off the adhesive. I'm gonna show you that right here. Again, I have cleaned this up thoroughly, 100% with isopropyl alcohol, and then I went ahead and also applied the adhesion promoter. So we're just gonna go ahead and take these adhesive tape off. Boom. All right, now that we have this out, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and use a hair dryer to heat this adhesive up, the tape. All right, so I got the hair dryer set up here. I'll go ahead and heat this up. And really now all you have to do is to go ahead and put it perfectly centered. Boom. Boom. As soon as all that's centered, all you have to do is push. Just like that. And you have these markings so you know where to exactly apply pressure and where to stop. That's why you have this marking on the edge, because now we know it's perfectly centered. So you just apply some pressure all throughout, from one side all the way to the other completely. And the reason why I went ahead and heated it up with a hair dryer is to basically activate the adhesive. And we make sure that the surface is clean. And as soon as you do so, it is ideal that you go ahead and just leave it indoors in the garage for 24 hours, as long as you can, really, just for the adhesive to fully activate. I see other people put tape here to make it as strong, but this is gonna do just fine. It's gonna do perfectly just fine. I'm gonna give you guys a closer look of the material. Again, this is a real carbon fiber, not fake. Sent to me by Tesstudio. On this side. That's the angle. Right there. It adds an added appeal. It adds a sportier look, better aerodynamics. Will it really improve your efficiency? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I like it because it just adds a sportier feel to it. There you go. Again, this was sent to me by a company, our friends at Tesstudio, and it just adds a much better look to your Tesla. This is compatible for 2017 all the way to 2023. Yep, real carbon fiber, not ABS plastic. That's the look from the side, or I mean from the back. And the side view. Very well. And we could take this off. We know that it's perfectly centered. And even if you do it not perfectly centered by a millimeter or two off, you know, you don't have to, it's not really gonna be noticeable unless you really did it wrong. But you want to do your best to keep it centered and balanced and symmetrical, I mean, on each side. So that's it, guys. That is it for the day. And as always, if you like my content, this is Adrian. This is just a quick install. Thanks for keeping up with me and watching the video. Buy it for your Tesla. It's a great, affordable upgrade. I'm going to link the product below by Tesstudio. And until then, I'll see you in the next episode. Adrian out. Peace.